Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Shingeki no Bahamut Virgin Soul, or you call it Rage of Bahamut Virgin Soul, which is on episode 4. Now, this episode here was pretty cool, not too bad, although it is pretty simple in a way, but a lot of information is shown, like, later on in this episode, you know, and I actually appreciate that. And, if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Azazel is still clashing against the humans who have the demons as hostages, and it's really gotten really rough. Not to mention how Azazel is being beaten pretty badly, and he's about to get himself killed. Especially when it comes to, how am I supposed to say it? The humans, along with their magic powers and everything else, is like overpowering Azazel. Of course, like Nina, on the other hand, tries to stop Azazel from doing something reckless that will get himself killed. And of course, like, Azazel tells him to move because he has no other option. Of course, Muguro is right there too, you know? And the Golden Child, if anything. I call him the Golden Child anyway. But Nina, on the other hand, decides to help him out by asking him to hug her. And eventually, you know, she ends up transforming into a dragon and runs rampant. Like berserk, if anything. And that's when things gotten a little out of hand and everything seems to be okay. Though I don't know if it is okay because all the human casualties along possibly the demon hostages are killed. And it gotten a little rough there, here and there. Not to mention where what's her name again? The zombie girl? Oh man, I forgot. Rita. Stupid me. Aside from that, Rita picks her up and ends up saving Azazel as well. And things kind of gotten a little hectic from where we get information from. But not to mention where Kaiser's talking to Charios himself. And of course, like, after confessing that the ragtag demon killed his father and let him go maybe because of certain things here and there of having a red dragon, Charios realized that he's a liar. Looks like he didn't confess everything fully, you know? And looks like to me Sharios is not too stupid due to the fact that his powers is beyond belief, etc. Aside from that, we see Nina and Azazel in one room and they end up talking to each other. We get to know that Nina is actually a half human and half dragon because her father's a dragon but her mother is a human. Not to mention, like, she can't transform into a dragon easily, but when she looks at a young man, possibly something very handsome, something that makes her heart race really fast, that equals to young men in a certain way, she ends up, like, transforming into a dragon and runs berserk rampant, and she doesn't remember everything after that. Although, like, it is questionable, which I go like, why do you run berserk every time you see a young man or something? Is it because you're in love with him, or is it because, like, he's so handsome that you think of him as a soulmate? I don't know if it has to do with the psychological thing or it's just like that, you know? It is debatable, which you question, like, when she transforms into a dragon, does that have to do with something like young men psychologically, or is it just like that for her? Like, it's just how her body works, you know? That kind of thing, in physiology, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Aside from that, Azazel offered that he will take her virginity by saying, like, oh, let's you and I make love and so forth. I'm thinking in my mind, are you freaking nuts and bolts right now? Etc. And Nina runs off like crazy with the robe around her body. I'm thinking in my mind, girl, are you so for sure you want to do that in public? Man, I see that you're hot and all, but you gotta be careful, alright? Sheesh. Aside from all that, you know, we have to it that Azazel is going to take a little, like, disappearance for a while, you know? And that kind of became a little, like, questionable. Although it is revealed later after the post-credit scene or where he went. Not to mention, we get to see Jean d'Arc or something. Or d'Arc Jeanne. Which Sharios has her imprisoned because she would not agree with him to take down the gods and take care of the demons and make a place for mankind. I could see her reasoning here and there why. I could see why she would maybe refuse, maybe because it's not the right way or something. But what makes it more ugly right now is that he knows that she has a son and that she sold him off to slavery, maybe to save him or something. But whatever the case may be, he says he will kill her child eventually, and I will let you see him one more time before I do so, which shows a little more of the ruthlessness of Sharios's personality and how like wrathful he is. So it looks like to me I am correct of seeing Sharios as a antagonist now in a certain way, the way how I picture it. And of course, Jean is like praying to like Mikhail or Michael to help her out or something, you know. And we get to see a scene where Nina convinces Muguro that Azazel will be back, you know. And of course, after the credit song, after the song with the credits, you know, post-credit scene, in other simple words, we see Azazel going to a place where the other demons are at, and he ends up saying that he's the one that's been a rag demon, and he'll defeat the humans and regain the demons' pride once more that the demons lost a long time ago, which in other words, I think he's gonna ask the other demons that have been hiding to get ready to face against the humans to help him out. So I'm guessing like they're gonna go into an all-out war or something with whatever they have. But it looks like to me, I don't know how many numbers they have for the time being, but it's not gonna look pretty. It's not gonna look pretty. So overall, pretty cool episode. A little simple, but a lot of information here and there, which is questionable at the same time. Not to mention seeing Jean d'Arc in the dungeon and Sharios trying to convince her to join him in his cause to make a world fitting for mankind. Although, like I see this as a racist in a way to try to eliminate heaven, demons, or gods, you know. I don't see that as a good idea in other cases. So, I think this episode is pretty cool. Look forward to more. Now I understand why Nina tries to avoid young man or possibly like other cases, because I was kind of annoyed with the fact that she closes her eyes and says like she's trying to avoid young man, but I can see why her heart races that way. Although I question right now, is it a psychological thing that she can't control her heart, or is it just like it just works like it's just like that? Whatever the case may be, doesn't matter. It seemed interesting, and of course, you know, it's like hot stuff. So that I admit. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm out for Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace out. Bye-bye.